Tonight we report on a deadly collision on Friday near Moses Lake, and Ephrata begins its search for a new council member. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Moses Lake girls finished 5th at the Hardwood Classic, and the Running Vikes take an early exit from the NWAC Men's Championships. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, today we did have record-breaking high temperatures across the area. We may do so once again on Tuesday. We do have a chance of showers coming up. I'll have your extended forecast just ahead.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
An Odessa man died in a collision with a semi-truck Friday morning about 5 miles east of Moses Lake. Michael Walter, a 56-year-old man, was driving a 1996 Chevrolet pickup truck west on North Frontage Road East when he reportedly failed to stop at a stop sign at Road N Northeast. His pickup truck was struck on the driver's side by a 1998 Peterbilt semi-truck. Walter was flown to Confluence Health Central Washington Hospital in Wenatchee, where he was pronounced dead. A passenger in the pickup, Robert Kleinhans, a 38-year-old Quincy man, was taken to Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake. He is listed in serious but stable condition in the intensive care unit. The driver of the semi-truck, James Rivera, a 33-year-old Moses Lake man, was not injured. The road was closed for about 10 hours while the Sheriff's Office Motor Traffic Unit investigated. Students showed off a variety of science projects were on display last week for the first time at Parkway Elementary School in Ephrata. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
Tell me a little bit about your project. What did you do?
Well, my project is all about how to make dull, dirty pennies look as bright as new. And so what I'm trying to do in this experiment is, well, if I take a penny, I'm going to see which one works the best to make it shiny. And I have my results right over here about seeing which one works the best, and it actually says that the lemon plus salt does the best.
Ephrata's Parkway Elementary School played host to its first science fair on Thursday. 5th and 6th graders from Parkway and Grant came together to show a wide variety of projects and experiments covering biology, chemistry, and physics. People from the Grant County science community served as advisors and reviewed each student's project. Parkway science teacher Joelle Malone said the idea was to find something that got students and community members more involved in science.
Well, we've always done a science night, and we usually try to find activities, and we've had really low turnouts for that, so we were trying to think, how can we make this a little bit different, maybe a little less work for us with a little more turnout for it. So we decided to have the 5th and 6th graders do science fair projects, making sure that they were going through their hypothesis or predictions, knowing their procedures for investigations, being able to talk about the different variables, and then come up with conclusions and use data to prove it.
Students who took part are using the fair as a stepping stone to compete in the Washington State Science and Engineering Fair in Bremerton at the end of March. In Ephrata, Devin Higgins for iFiber One News.
An act of kindness by a Quincy man in giving a woman a ride to Moses Lake ended with the woman stealing his cell phone early Friday morning. The man reportedly answered his door to a woman he didn't know who asked for help getting a ride to Moses Lake. The woman told the man she had been released from jail a few days earlier and needed help. According to Moses Lake Police, the man agreed and gave the woman a ride to Motel 6. The man reportedly let the woman use his phone to text friends during the drive. When they arrived at the motel and the woman got out of the car, the man couldn't find his phone. He asked the woman where his phone was, and she pointed to the center console and fled. The woman reportedly gave the man a false name. He described her as Caucasian, tall and skinny, with shoulder-length light brown hair, wearing a jean jacket, white shirt, jeans, and dark red boots. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be back right after this.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my sundae, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchogram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Hello everyone, I'm Cristina Sanchez with your One News Weather Center, brought to you by your Bud Cleary Toyota dealer, Toyota Let's Go Places. For the rest of the week, we still expect to have mild temperatures to stick around with us. Now, within the past 24 hours, we did break the record high temperature for this time of the year. Now, we do have a slight chance of showers coming up on Wednesday night. Best chance of showers will be within our area for this weekend. Now, within the past 24 hours, we did start off the day in the mid-30s. Average low temperature is in the low 30s for us here in Ephrata. Record high was back in 04, and the high temperature then was in the mid-60s, 65 as the high. Average high is in the low 50s, so we're still above normal as far as high temperatures. We did have high temperatures flirting with that 70-degree mark and sunset at 6:55. Now, throughout this day, Moses Lake did start off the day in the low 30s, seasonal low temperatures. But as far as high temperatures, also well above normal for this time of the year, and very nice day, plenty of sunshine, highs right around 70 degrees. And the record high in Moses Lake was 67, and this was back in 1963. Now, right now, temperatures are still in the upper 60s, and we'll still have winds blowing from the south-southwest up to 5 to 10 miles an hour. We'll continue to have mostly clear conditions throughout the night, and on Tuesday, we may be breaking that record high once again across the area. Now, cloud cover will increase on this Tuesday night into Wednesday. Chance of showers along the coast, and this is due to a Pacific storm system that will be moving in. Best chance of showers, of course, will be in Oregon and along the Cascades on Wednesday night into Thursday. Now, the best chance of showers will be coming up within our area for this weekend. Now, high temperatures on this Tuesday afternoon right around 70 degrees along the Yakima Valley. So once again, we may be breaking that record high temperature. In Seattle, highs will be in the low 60s. Increased cloud cover throughout the day on Tuesday, and also a chance of showers moving in on Wednesday and into Thursday, especially along the Cascades. Now, within our Columbia area, we still have highs right around the upper 60s, mostly clear skies in Moses Lake as well, in Royal City flirting with that 70-degree mark. And for the rest of the week, highs once again, mild temperatures will stick around on Thursday in the upper 60s. Friday will be flirting with that record high once again. Saturday and Sunday, we do have a chance of showers, slight chance of showers, but we'll begin to see that increased cloud cover beginning on Friday with highs in the low to upper 60s as we go into this Friday afternoon, and lows for now will stick around right around 40 degrees. This segment was brought to you by your Bud Cleary Toyota dealer, Toyota Let's Go Places.
Welcome to our One for Everyone sales event.
This is amazing. Hashtag I can't believe my eyes.
Yeah, we have 0% APR financing on a bunch of models. Hashtag sweet deals. Hashtag cha-ching.
You made my day. Hashtag you rock. Hashtag I'm telling everybody.
Hashtag word.
And right now, you can lease a new 2015 Corolla for just $169 a month. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Thanks, got a great deal.
Hashtag I'm all hashtagged out.
Toyota, let's go places.
Moses Lake dropped a 65-60 game to Todd Beamer to place 5th at the Girls Hardwood State Classic Championships. It wasn't the desired result Coach Matt Strophe and his team envisioned after punching a return ticket to the big dance. But it is something to be proud of as the Chiefs battle it out with the best teams in the state and continue to build a strong winning tradition at Moses Lake High School.
Both teams looked tired when they took the court after a two-day ride on the roller coaster of emotion. Each coming off a high of winning a first-round game, knowing one more would get them into the championship contest, and the low of a defeat in round 2 that shattered a dream of being the best team in the state. Neither shot well to open play, missing gimme buckets in the paint and Jays from long range on their first couple of possessions. 3 free throws by Jessica Olson and 2 by McKenna Walker put the Chiefs up 5-2 midway through the first. Beamer closed out the quarter on a 7-3 run to go out front 9-8.
There you go.
Moses Lake hit for 13 second quarter points to take a 21-18 lead at the half. The Titans regrouped in the locker room to control third quarter action with an 11-6 run to go up top 29-27. Walker knotted the score 29 all on a bucket at the buzzer. Beamer held a 35-32 score with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Jesse Luetta, who had an off night, drew the Chiefs even on a 3-ball from 23 feet out. Beamer pushed the score to 44-39 with time nearly expired. Amy Luetta hit a tray with 12 seconds on the clock to make it 44-42. Moses Lake fouled on the inbound pass to send Nia Alexander to the line for 2 shots. She made the first and missed the second. The Chiefs snatched the rebound and pushed the ball up court, but missed a game-tying shot, and the Titans held on for the win. Coach Matt Strophe would have preferred a better outcome for his team, but nonetheless is proud of the effort the girls turned in.
I know the girls are struggling with it right now. They wanted more than 5th. But they also understand, I know deep down inside, they understand that there's a bigger picture, and they'll get there. They'll get through this grieving process of finishing 5th and understanding it was a big thing. It was a big deal. We had a great league season, district tournament, etc. And you know what? We played exceptionally well. It's one thing to come in and play poorly and lose. We played hard. We never gave up. And the girls should be proud of their efforts. And in doing so, bringing home a 5th place trophy. When they get through the emotions, they'll understand what it really means to them individually, us as a team, and our school and community as well.
Walker finished with a double-double, 16 points and 10 rebounds to lead the Chiefs' efforts. The Running Vikes were eliminated from postseason play with opening round losses to Green River and Everett at the NWAC Men's Championships. Big Bend looked to be one of the favorites after taking the East Conference title with an 11-3 record, but didn't play up to their potential and were sent packing sooner than expected. Moses Lake boys made it to the Hardwood Classic for the first time in 24 years. We'll take a look at how they finished tomorrow. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about Sagebrush Annie, a colorful and historic figure in Soap Lake who died back in 1945. A group of Soap Lake history buffs placed a new headstone at her grave and took a look back at Annie's life. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
She went down in Soap Lake history under the colorful name of Sagebrush Annie. The grave of Anna Mae Dorman, her real name, was graced with a new headstone Friday by a group of Soap Lake history buffs at Ephrata Cemetery.
That stone looked just like these right there, just a piece of concrete. It looked like they took a stick or something and wrote.
Sagebrush Annie was believed to have burned to death in a wildfire in 1945 at her Blue Lake home near Rimrock Cove, acreage of which she owned at the time. Sagebrush Annie's grave was found by Soap Lake resident Chuck Flint and Bonnie Holt Morehouse. Flint helped put together a history booklet called Sagebrush Annie, a piece of Soap Lake history. Morehouse, who led the effort for a new gravestone, remembered the eccentric figure known as Sagebrush Annie, who walked and hitchhiked everywhere she went. Holt Morehouse hired M&E Memorial Markers of Wenatchee to cut the gravestone.
She was kind of a legend in her own time.
Rumors of murder surrounded Sagebrush Annie's death because investigators found her skull was crushed. The Grant County coroner at the time stated the death was due to causes unknown. Those remembering her trace memories of Sagebrush Annie back to who she knew in Soap Lake, including close friend Roxy Thorson. Thorson, who was the former owner of the inn at Soap Lake, placed Annie's remains in a child-sized coffin for burial in 1945 in Ephrata.
She would come to town. Some people said that she wasn't all that clean, and she had goats, and goats can be a little smelly. But we've got one picture of her that shows her skinny as a rail, and she had her hair up in a bun, and she was smiling, and she had on a dress, you know, and a long dress kind of, and she was on the beach of Soap Lake, and it's really a cute photo of her.
Historians say Sagebrush Annie was well educated and served as a school teacher, but later left the profession because she could not conform to it. She then went on to become a businesswoman. Annie charged people 25 cents a head to use the popular sandy shoreline near her Blue Lake home.
So she was a pretty special lady, and I think she just represented that early stage of, you know, developing a new town, and the strength that it took and the wisdom to see a business out of a little patch of ground that she found. She was an entrepreneur. You know, she had property in Okanagan County, and the Sprague Place and the Blue Lake Place, and her son-in-law and daughter were at Soap Lake, and so she was a little more affluent than what she appeared.
The legend of Sagebrush Annie lived on in community theater.
Beverly Hasper of Soap Lake, she's the artistic director at the Maskers, wrote a play about Sagebrush Annie that talked about her history, and Kathy Kiefer did the research on that.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber1 News.
We will be right back after this.
Have you been to iFiber1.com? The most up-to-date news in the Columbia Basin is just one click away. With news, sports, and weather, you can stay in the know with what's going on in your community. Read your news on the go by visiting iFiber1.com on your tablet or even your phone. Follow us on Facebook for quick updates and discuss the news with others in our area. Your #1 news source in the Columbia Basin is iFiber1.com. Check it out today. What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Welcome back. A Moses Lake woman is receiving drug addiction treatment after she used a stolen credit card to buy $1,700 worth of items online. Nikita Clark, a 25-year-old woman, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to identity theft and mail theft. She has previous convictions for burglary, bail jumping, and theft. When combined with her present convictions, she faced between 1 year and 3 months and 1 year and 8 months in prison. Judge Evan Spurline followed the recommendation of the attorneys through a plea bargain and sentenced Clark to 3 to 6 months of drug treatment and 2 years of probation. Clark used a Moses Lake woman's maiden name she found by stealing mail to open up a fraudulent credit card from Kohl's. Clark and 2 other people made 3 orders totaling $1,775 through the department store's website. Ephrata is looking for a new council member. The city is accepting applications to replace former council member Bruce Rhyme. The council recently appointed Rhyme to fill the mayor's position after the resignation of Mayor Chris Jacobson. Application forms are available at the city's website or at Ephrata City Hall. Applicants need to be at least 18 years old, a resident of Ephrata for at least a year, and a registered voter. The mayor is expected to consider the applicant's level of education, current or past elected offices, experience, and personal references. The mayor will select a candidate, and the city council can either accept or reject the appointment. Applications will be accepted until noon on March 17th, and an appointment is expected at the March 18th council meeting. For more information, contact Ephrata City Hall at 509-754-4601. Boeing donated an airplane to Big Bend Community College. The Helio Courier is a single-engine plane and was donated to the college's aviation maintenance program to be used as an instructional tool. The plane is not going to be flown again, according to college officials. It was used by Boeing for flight testing activities, and its tailwheel design is suited for maneuvering at small airports. The Helio Courier is a 5-passenger aircraft with a 38-foot wingspan and can attain speeds of 170 miles per hour. It can also maintain in-flight control speeds as low as 28 miles per hour. The model donated by Boeing is fitted with a camera mount on its belly. In Northwest news, an amazing story of survival. A toddler survives a dramatic car crash. Police say she was upside down in her car seat in a frigid river for 13 hours. Reporter Pat Reevy has the story.
Police officers saw a car upside down on the north bank of the river. They saw an arm and decided to jump in the 40-degree water.
It was cold. It's weird. I don't remember it being cold.
They didn't yet know that the car had been there for 13 hours. Jennifer Grosbeck was dead, her 18-month-old baby girl suspended in her car seat, clinging to life.
Felt like I could hear somebody telling me they needed help. It was very surreal, something that I felt like I could hear.
All the officers say they heard the same distinct voice. 4 of the men flipped the car onto its side. That's when they saw the baby completely submerged in the water. They thought she was dead, but acted fast to save her.
Just trying to get her out. Just trying to get that seatbelt undone. I could see her eyes open. I could tell there was life there.
The officers were in the water for 15 minutes in the frigid temperatures.
They handed her out. I could see her eyes fluttering. Life that was there, like
One by one, they handed her off as quickly as possible.
We were pretty much lined up how we are sitting now.
Okay.
I mean, so we were fairly close in transitioning and handing the baby off.
They started CPR, but there was no response at first. The baby was in critical condition, but she was alive. They all say they heard that same voice that drove them forward to save her life.
Something that was just in our heads. To me, it was plain as day, because I remember hearing a voice. It didn't sound like a child. Just saying, "Help me."
Someone said, "Help me," inside that car, and I think it was DeWitt there that said, we're trying our best to get in there. So I don't know.
How do you explain that?
I don't know.
That's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.